kind of even what I maybe want to talk about today at the forum a little bit. But at some point, I was thinking this morning, like, I was trying to think about, like, again, what's wrong with our people, right? That's what I got. So this morning, I was writing an email blast, and I got up 7:30 this morning, had an hour and a half meeting with my accountant, teleconference, and I was just frustrated about just looking at all my stuff on my plate. I don't talk about my personal stuff that's going on. I have businesses that I'm running and staffing and all this on top of all my burden I feel from our community, right? So I was just thinking about for a second I thought like, man, what if I just didn't do any of the stuff I did and just lived a regular life? Like the relief of just not having no pressure of no YMC, no JMA, no teaching, mentoring, nothing, but just my own little bubble, getting my money and just whatever, right? And there is a sense of back of the head relief in that, but I could never do that, right? I have this commitment and this passion, whatever. And this is what made me think about it, is that when we talk about building better black communities and what has been wrong with our community, is that the most talented of us have really given up this side, right? So there's two sides of our community. There's those who prioritize African American equality and liberation, and those who prioritize European American acceptance. So like European American acceptance meaning like, yo, I'm not gonna be too black, too offensive, too anything that's gonna mess up my money and my European American relationships, meaning my Jewish American relationships, my white American relationships. And I say them because they own 90% of all the businesses. So in order for you to be as successful as possible as a business person in America, you have to be accepted by the people that run all the businesses. The people that run every single tablet on his phone, every single cup, every single water bottle, the popcorn she's eating, the laptop he's eating, probably most of the clothes that we have on, the chairs that we sit in are made, this board is made by, I would guarantee you 90% by a European American business. Right? If not a foreign business, an Asian business or something like that that's imported by a European American business that's now an importer-exporter, and their business is importing goods from another country to sell to us. So in order for anyone to make money and be successful, just like the free blacks, I looked at it in two phases, right? So it's kind of like two lanes. So the successful black celebrities, millionaires, billionaires who want European American acceptance are equivalent to the free blacks in the 1860s, 1700s, who were free black men and women, right? But everybody else is slaves. You're one of like the few 5% that were actually a free black person. But in order for you to stay a free black person, you couldn't be no free black person trying to free other blacks. Right. You got to be a free black person making sure you're accepted by European American. No different than what we get from our celebrities right now, right? We hate the bash rappers, we hate the bash actors, we hate the bash the billionaire black men you talk about on Forbes or anyone, right? So we don't want to be those people. But what happens is, why aren't these celebs, these millionaires and billionaires, all that, why aren't they on this side, right? So the other equivalent is free blacks. There were black people who were freed also, but who were going back to try to free. Their priority was equality and liberation. So even though they became free themselves, they never forgot, they didn't give up on the fight, right? They didn't say, you know what, it's comfortable over here and I'm coasting, right? So the equivalent to that is our celebs today, majority of them, even our rappers say they about the hood, they love the hood and all of that. You can't say that even, you could take a Jay-Z, a Puffy, a Birdman, anybody, take any rapper, there's very few celebrities, actors, Will Smith, all of them that you can say has been very intentional about black equality and black liberation. Their actions haven't shown that. Regardless of what they say, and regardless of what donations they may make here or there or whatever, you can't say that this person is like, because they're too concerned with balancing this. It's hard to walk this line, and that's what I'm saying as an organization, that's really what we are, what I'm doing, and leading by example. And I understand the burden that comes with that, because your money will change. Your money, your relationships will change if you decide to say, hey, I don't care what they think. I'm not trying to offend them intentionally, but I don't care what they think. I don't care what my Jewish friends think. I don't care what my European American friends think. I don't care what my white colleagues think about me trying to free or empower or liberate or fight for equality for my people. You have to turn the care button off. But too many of them, when you look at all the liquors they sell, from the Douce to the Ciroc to the DGT to the Jeezy got Avion, all those liquor companies are in partnership with European American or Jewish American people. Same with their clothing lines, same all the record labels, all the media, all the BTs, VH1s, where their music goes outside of Revolt. I don't even know if Puffy has a partner within that, probably. But all those channels are in partnership with European American people. So we always are succumbing to the silent or intentional peer pressure of not offending these people. So then we never could do the right thing by our people. And so then you have us on the bottom line. So you have two types of black people that aren't in the leadership or successful or free, financially free, right? So this is like free, like not in slavery. This is like financially free black people, right? And that's the working class people, and back then it was the enslaved blacks, the field Negroes, the house Negroes, right? So you have many of them who were upset or jealous of the ones that were free, right? You're enslaved still, getting whipped and all of that, and getting sold, but you got free Negroes. And so now you have the hate from the jealousy of those in the lower class, so to speak. Right. So really, this is like non-existent these days. There's not too many working class, poor people, or those of us still trying to figure it out that are really mad at really coming to this side of things, right? So like, you have more of us because we're in the situation of non-equality and non-liberation. Even those who aren't conscious, just the regular working day people, we are over here, right? Just like enslaved blacks who are proud of the free blacks that made it. Like, you know what, man, he made it. Will, he made it. You're not mad. You're still enslaved. You're happy for him. You're just hoping that one day your day comes. Right. And that's most of us. This is the condition of 90% of African Americans now. Is we're working class. We're proud of our celebs. We're proud of our millionaires and billionaires. We're proud of our leaders, our church leaders, right? Our pastors, TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar. We're proud they on private jets. We're proud they got the Phantoms and all that, right? So that's the thing with our youth. Our youth are proud that our rappers are pulling up in these Rolls Royce Wraiths and million-dollar homes and all of that. So you proud of this person over here. This is like what's going on with our culture. This is where this line got to be drawn. Is that the average everyday one of us in our culture is so happy for this person, but this person is caught up
concerned with them
in European American this and not worried about this. The priority is not African American equality and liberation. And like that's the whole nutshell, I guess, of what I'm trying to, for us to get accomplished and what's going to happen with our AARC is like giving us a whole base for understanding like where we at as a people and then what we got to do to move forward. So where we at as a people is that there's a disconnect here. Like the people that can help us, that can be influential in liberating and getting us equality, like our leaders, our celebs, our millionaires and billionaires, they are not point blank by their actions helping us in our quest for freedom, right? But that's what we're doing to the best of our capacity and our ability is to try to lead in a way to galvanize people to say, hey, look, this is the side we got to be on. Like priority A got to be our own people. And we have to draw this line in the sand in general, not within our organization and just as a people in general. Like these people over here, they really are quiet, doing a great job of balancing it. They're quietly really selling this out because they're not prioritizing our equality and liberation. Like even Hov said it best. He said, truthfully, I'd rather rhyme like common sense, but I sold 5 mil. I ain't been rhyming like common sense. So what he's saying is I could be rapping a liberation rap like common sense, but not doing that, I made 5 million. So I ain't never rap like him again. So what's that telling you? And I respect Hov, and I've met Hov. I sat down and had lunch with Hov. Like, you know what I mean? I don't say I know him, I'm not his number or nothing, but I've had conversation with him. Like I think he's a cool guy in that regard. But for not prioritizing the equality and liberation of our people, it's hard to have respect for any man or woman who's in this state of being free black, financially free black, or free to roam and do as they want, have built something for themselves, and it hasn't come back over or hasn't. I mean, it's one thing you want to play this line and utilize this over here, but you got a secret plan because you come right back over here. Right. So I'm gonna play the game and I'm like, yeah, partnerships, oh, cool, and tap and dance and shake and jive and yeah, Willie. But then you come back and say, all right, y'all, I got a route. What Harriet Tubman did, Nat Turner did, right? Like, hey, look, I got a route, and that's all my thing is. It's like I haven't made it to where I ain't gotta work no more. But I'm just saying I've made enough to see what the route is. And that's what we're doing with our economic side of YMC. I'm just saying, yo, I got the route. Like, here's the underground financial freedom tunnel. That's what we're saying. The underground financial freedom tunnel. Like, yo, we want to freaking get free, which is going to be financial free. Like, that's what we creating with the ark. Right? It's like Noah's Ark. It's like, yo, it's about to rain, pour, flood. We all going to die. Come get on the ark.
Stay afloat.
Stay afloat. And that's really what our whole message is. It's like, yo, these people who are that's the only reason, honestly, somebody asked me yesterday, Why do I have so many like designer clothes? I wear European designer clothes, et cetera, et cetera. European vehicle. I talk about black empowerment, et cetera, right? And most of my stuff really honestly is old. I haven't really bought anything really new since I've been more awake. But even with that, if I didn't have a lot of the material things that I had, people wouldn't even, most of our youth and most of our people that were trying to get over on this side wouldn't even resonate with me. If I wasn't in a dashiki every day, like nobody would even like,
Right.
nobody would even follow me.
They're used to.
Right. So you used to following celebrities with bling bling and European vehicles and Margielas on, and so you relate to them, but they don't even care about you. They're not even trying to come back over here. And they up like 50, 60, 70, 100, 500 mil and can do it. So that's just, I guess, like, more a deeper root, which is kind of what, again, the vision I got this morning. And it's like, we got those that are free blacks fighting for to free everybody else. And you got free blacks who need to keep the European Americans' company happy. And it's like, what side you on? And that's just our whole thing. What side you on? Are you a free black who could got financially free, or not even close, halfway financially free, and like, you know what, I'm coming back to free some others? Or are you a free black that's like, yo, I like it over here, and I ain't trying to mess this up? So everybody got to choose a side. And that's where we at with it. So.